Hello and welcome back to the channel. As a lot of you probably know because it has become the most popular video on my channel, I recently got back into the realm of the DS line of consoles. And so obviously I have slowly been collecting a few games to add to my gaming collection, and this video is just a little mini haul of the games that I have been able to gather so far. So I do want to show off just really quick the 2DS XL that I did get for this new adventure, just a new kind of daily driver type deal. I think it's beautiful. It is the lavender and white Japanese exclusive, and I just threw this little clear case on it, which I don't know, it's so simple, but I think that it just makes it feel so nice. But yeah, that's that. I also showed that off at the end of that beginning my DS adventure video, so a lot of you have probably already seen that. So just because I feel like this is the easiest, I'm going to go through the loose games that I snagged first. And so the first one is, let's just start at the top, and that will be Kirby's Triple Deluxe. So yeah, basically I'm a huge fan of Kirby, if you couldn't tell in the last one. So I very much needed to finish off the trilogy of 3DS games that Kirby has that I never was able to play because I kind of got my 3DS and then fell off gaming due to school and all that. But I have the 3 DS games, so obviously I needed to pick up Kirby's Triple Deluxe. And the next one is Kirby Planet Robobot. So this game I've only heard really good things about. I've heard that it takes kind of the 3D fun aspects of Triple Deluxe and just kind of goes even further. Kirby's in a mech. You still have your standard Kirby power-ups, but it's like all enhanced. So I'm very, very excited to get to that one. And the last Kirby game is one that has so far cost me the most in my DS games collection journey. And that is Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. So I'm a huge fan of Kirby's Epic Yarn from the Wii. I played that through. I played it multiple times. I think I 100% that game. I am a huge fan of the aesthetic, the gameplay, everything about it. And at the current moment in time, I do not have access to a Wii, or I believe the game. I did recently take a trip down to my parents for a holiday and picked up the rest of my gaming collection that I had with them, so maybe I'll go through them for a video and show off all the Wii games that I still somehow have. But one of them that I do not believe I have still is the original Kirby's Epic Yarn, and that would just, it hurt my soul to not have that in my collection. And when I found out that Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn is basically a definitive edition of that game, it's the same game with some extra content, I knew that this was very much on my needed to get list. It was one of the more priority games because I know as games, well, the consoles become more retro, the games will begin to cost more in the physical edition. And there's just something about the physical games. I know that emulation is a thing. I may or may not have to go that route for some of the games, which I might mention later on. But this is just a game that I wanted desperately to have in my collection. And if you see that I will probably put in this corner the price that I did end up having to get, this was actually the cheapest price that I found by like a good 20 bucks on eBay. So I'm not proud to say that I paid the same price as I did for the latest Zelda game as this game, but I really do love this game. I love it so much, so I needed it physical in my collection just for my sake. So yes, Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn is officially in my collection. And writing on the back of that, I actually have a spiritual counterpart is how I view them, and that is Yoshi's Woolly World. So I have never played this game, but I've seen some clips of it. It looks adorable. It seems like it's the spiritual successor to Kirby. I love yarn. I don't know what it is, but very excited to play this. And I'm really excited because this is a Yoshi game that I feel like is not super geared towards children, like the latest Yoshi's Crafted World on the Switch. I wish I could get that, but I just can't. But this I can get. And I think that this was a decent price if I remember. I'm putting all of the prices in after in post, so maybe I'll be surprised by how much I paid for this. So that is all of my loose games. You can see they're just making this little line. We're slowly building up. So now on to the boxes that I got. Now this should say mini haul in the title, so we do only have 4 right now. But hey, I think that these are 4 good games. So the first one is actually the game that came with my 2DS, and that is a Japanese version of Pokémon X. So this is great because I didn't have X or Y. This came out during my kind of gaming hiatus, and so now I have one of them, and I actually do really want to play X because I just like the blue ones. You know, you either like the blue or the red of the Pokemon. And luckily I was told that there are language settings, so even though this is a Japanese release, I can still play it in English, which is great because I can only read like 5 words of Japanese. And next is one that I was a bit skeptical about getting due to how, I don't know, I enjoyed the latest game on Switch, but I wasn't sure if it was the right fit for me. But I kept getting told by like everyone on the internet, hey, this is a great game, it's one of the best in the series, so I really do want to give this a like full-hearted try. And that is Animal Crossing New Leaf. The box art looks very cute. I don't know, I keep getting told that this is like one of the best games in the entire series, so I have not started playing it, but I really need to. I've just been really caught up in like 3 big games, so I need to like at least knock one of those out very, very badly. It's Persona 5, I need to just finish it. Once I've knocked out one of those games, I will probably slot this in because you have to play it like every day, so if I just like take like 20 to 30 minutes a day, I can start like knocking some good progress out in this game. Now the last 2 are part of a series, and this is a series that I really didn't know a whole lot about until only recently when I started like seeing a bunch of people's like DS collection games, and I kept seeing this game pop up. And they were just like, it's kind of like Pokemon with the monster catching stuff, but the battle mechanics are super different and it makes it really fun. And so I feel like, as someone who really likes monster taming, catching, fighting games, I needed to at least try this series out. And that is Yokai Watch. So luckily, the first game in the series was selling for pretty cheap, but as you go through all... Is there 3 or 4 games? I think we got 3. Yeah, we got 3 of them over here. 4, I believe, is a Japanese exclusive. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, so I picked up this guy. Very, very happy, very excited to start this game. And the last pickup that I have is actually one of my most proud moments. So for context, everywhere I looked, this comes in like 3 different versions. They were all super, super expensive, like hitting the triple digits. And I happened to find this sealed, and just, this was apparently like the definitive version. It's like the platinum to Gen 4, and that is the second Yokai Watch. It has foil, so it's a bit reflective, but this is the Psychic Specters version, and I managed to get this for $25, which is completely insane. It was one of those bidding war things, and I snagged this and was so excited. I literally called my boyfriend and was just like, I got this game, and it was like so cheap compared to like market price. Like, I'm so proud of myself. And to just prove how dedicated I was to picking this guy up, I literally had to finish the bidding war and then immediately leave for a doctor's appointment that I was almost late to. So yeah, very, very proud of this. And if I got cheated out of this, if this is somehow fake, I'm very sad. But it has like the Nintendo stuff on it, so I feel like I somehow hit the jackpot with this guy, but it still seems too good to be true. But yes, so far, I know this is a mini haul, only about 8 games, but hey, that is now 8 3DS games to add to my collection. So as always, thank you for anyone who watched this video and made it through to the end. If you have some game recommendations for this guy, let me know down below. The last video had a bunch of very nice comments with a bunch of game suggestions, so my list of games to look out for is slowly getting longer. But that is going to be it for me for today. Thank you so much for everyone who came here to see my progress. I do much appreciate it. If I did good, give me a thumbs up on the video to let me know I did a good job, and maybe take a look around the channel to see if this might be something you want to subscribe to so you don't lose me. I hope you have a very good day. Thank you so much, and see you later.